Hello, Happy Clams. We're on the go again, enjoying Seattle and talking about my favorite subject, happiness. Today, I'd like to consider our relationships with, our collective efforts to protect, and our natural ability to emotionally connect with and to love animals. For most of human history, we considered animals either prey or predator. Even cats and dogs were only first domesticated about 10,000 years ago. During my lifetime, however, I've seen people and animals making great strides towards appreciating each other, learning from each other, and living together more peacefully and more happily. Every year, Americans donate about $10 billion to environmental and animal charities devoted to preserving wildlife, their habitats, as well as protecting domesticated animals. Also, a 2008 survey by Vegetarian Times found that more than half of Americans' 7 million vegetarians cite animal welfare as their reason for not eating meat. Not to improve their own health, but for the animals. Over half. It seemed like my entire country collectively cringed when an NFL football star was found guilty of training dogs to fight each other. Also, when we found out that an American dentist had gone and killed one of Africa's most well-known lions, Cecil, we did not collectively shrug our shoulders. No, we made our opinions and our love of all animals very well known. Recently, animal rights advocates can boast many successes, like seeing the closing of the Barnum and Bailey circuses, the closing of some killer whale exhibits at museums across the country, and our farming industry is even working to make the slaughtering of livestock farm animals more humane. Maybe one of the clearest examples of this country's rapidly evolving relationship to animals occurred around Hurricane Katrina in 2005. Before and during the hurricane, it was U.S. policy to rescue people only, no animals. Survivors had to decide. They could be rescued and leave their animals behind, or refuse rescue and stay with their pets. This gut-wrenching choice was made by tens of thousands of people already devastated by the storm. The next year, Congress passed, in rare bipartisan agreement, and Bush 43 signed, the Pets Evacuation and Transportation Standards Act. Many people think this law wrongfully elevates pets to the legal status of people during a disaster. But with this law, we as a country decided to never again rip people apart from their beloved animals in an emergency. I think we did the right thing. Speaking of pets, the pet population in the U.S. is growing every year. According to a 2016 survey by the American Pet Products Association, 65% of U.S. households now own a pet, which equals about 80 million homes. Those numbers have steadily increased since 1988, the first year the study was conducted, when only 56%, or about 50 million U.S. households, included an animal. According to the Pew Research Center, U.S. support for product safety testing on animals is dropping every year, while opposition is rising. From 2009 to 2014, their polls show that support for animal research dropped 5%, while opposition increased 7%. Also, in 2015, the FBI started tracking animal cruelty cases as if they were Class A felonies, just like arson or homicide. Pets and our love for them is one of the most popular topics online, so I won't talk about all the studies that say pets are good for your health or all the research about the many ways pets can make us happy. Instead, I'd like to introduce you to my own happy furballs, my family pets. This is Natasha. She loves our early morning meditation walks. She's 4 years old and she hasn't chewed up any glasses or shoes in 2 years. She loves rotisserie chicken night and she knows how to close doors behind her, but she expects a cookie for that particular service. Cookie? Cookie? Ah, yeah. This is Patty. She'll be 17 years old in May. She used to spend a lot of time outside, but as she gets older, she stays inside more with us. She loves catnip, and she visits me in bed every night just before I fall asleep for some purrs and pets. And this is Petey. He's a very high-strung Jack Russell Terrier who is very sweet when he's quiet at home. He's known to taste the ankles of male men, but he loves to play. He loves to play ball and will chase just about anything I throw. He's a good boy, and he brings us all joy. Okay, good boy, Petey. The decision to own a pet is an individual one and should be considered very carefully. Sometimes pet ownership can be very stressful, bringing one's happiness level down much further than the pet's love could ever raise it up. So follow your heart, study up, and be prepared for the work involved. Our increasing interest in the safety and welfare of Earth's animals may be based on the idea that they enjoy happiness just like we do. We desire and appreciate our own happiness so much that we are growing more supportive of all of Earth's creatures in their own pursuit of their own happiness. I like this theory. It predicts greater happiness in our future for us and for animals. I earnestly approve this message.
Choose happiness!